I had realized like either I gotta have to commit or I gotta do something else with my life.
Yeah.
Like I gotta have to change career paths. This is not. It was the crossroads. So I was like, you know what? Let me give it one last shot.
I absolutely love this film.
Get into that.
We're giving it wrestler.
Hello. Hey,
We're
going. We're going.
yeah.
We were talking though about some of the ring entrances and like the dancers, like the ornamentation. Like it was incredible the way that as Jinder Mahal was presented.
It was a Bollywood film.
The presentation that you got. It was
Exactly.
wild.
Yeah. The Punjabi celebrations is what you're talking about. And actually, I didn't even make that happen. WWE made that happen. It was a creative idea. I didn't even know it was going to happen the first time we did it. The first SmackDown after I became WWE Champion, I just showed up because in WWE, most of the time you don't know what you're going to be doing on television that day. You get there, scripts change. You think you're doing one thing, all of a sudden doors open. No, we're going a separate direction. And you really have to be flexible as a WWE performer. You got to stay fluid. Things change. Things change in the ring. I've had time added, time cut, the result change. Hey, you're no longer like referee tells you, hey, the other person's winning or you're winning now, and you just got to kind of adjust on the fly. But those Punjabi celebrations were incredible. They got to show our culture, our culture, our heritage, our music, just the colorful celebration, the outfits. And it went quite viral. It got like several million views. And so usually anytime in WWE, there's a celebration or there's a wedding or there's a contract signing, someone always interferes. But like for the first time ever, we just had a celebration and nobody interrupted. It was quite amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Man.
You know this is coming.
Yeah, Backlash.
Take us back to that moment, that feeling for you.
That's a crazy time.
Just let's breathe it. Let's feel it. Yeah.
Yeah. So 10 months prior to that, I wasn't with WWE. In 2014, I got released from WWE after 3MB, which I can't blame them a lot of it. Like I wasn't taking my opportunity serious. So with the 2 years I was gone, a large portion of that I was still like kind of playing the blame game. But then I took like ownership of everything and kind of changed, reinvented myself, committed myself, getting into the best shape possible, becoming the best best performer, working on my confidence, all aspects that you need to be a successful pro wrestler. I was plugging away.
Did someone say something to you, or is that just you?
No, I had realized like either I gotta have to commit or I gotta do something else with my life.
Yeah.
Like I gotta have to change career paths. This is not. It was the crossroads. So I was like, you know what? Let me give it one last shot. And when I had decided I wasn't back with WWE, I was still an independent wrestler. I just changed everything. And it was literally like 1 month after WWE called me to come back. So, but I didn't come back. They didn't call me back to become champion. I was just there to kind of fill roster space. They were going to separate the rosters again, separate roster for Raw, separate roster for SmackDown, because they were combined before that. So they needed more wrestlers that were ready. They could just throw on television at any time. I was just brought back to fill roster space. But something changed. Like my evolution continued through these months, and winning that WWE Championship was 10 months. 10 months prior, I wasn't employed by WWE. I wasn't employed by anybody. Nobody wanted anything to do with me in wrestling. Like I was looking at opening up a business or something. So that was a very special moment, just as a child dreaming of becoming WWE champion. Bret Hart is my hero, WWF champion. Just such an incredible moment. And then to be the first ever South Asian WWE champion in history is quite the accomplishment in itself. You know, there's 1.4 billion of us, maybe even more, the diaspora around the world, and to be the one is. It's a very special moment.
And speaking of Bret, you know, that would have made you the second WWE champ from Calgary, right?
Yeah.
After the person who so many people will say is the best to ever do it, right?
I agree. Yeah. Huge boots to fill, definitely. I share this story a lot in podcasts, in our interviews. In 1997, I saw Bret Hart when they were doing the Canadian Stampede here in Calgary, at the Calgary Stampede. I saw him from 100 yards away. And then to now where I actually this Friday, October 17th, I don't know when this podcast is coming out, but I'm actually going to be wrestling for he has a promotion here in Calgary that
Nice.
I'm going to be wrestling. So now I'm going to be wrestling for Bret Hart, and he's there. And, I have Bret's phone number in my phone. It's very cool to, it's
You
one of
text
those
him all
things
the
where
time?
people, no, I actually don't. I never have. But I could.
Let's text him
You
right
gotta text him
now.
right now. I'll be like, yo, man, we're talking about you. How's it going? Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So you have a reason to do it, yeah.
Raj, I met Bret once. He was in Toronto and he was doing like a pantomime show. He was like playing like the
way, really?
genie. And even when I was younger, starting my career interviewing, I would rarely get nervous. I was playing cool all the time. This was the first time I ever was like, yo. Like I was in the ring, like the stage ring that they had made with one of my heroes, and he was like, do you want to do something? I was like, huh? Yeah. And he was like very kind about it. He just like basically tripped me and I did took a back bump. He taught me how to do a back bump.
Oh, nice.
But it was even now, like 20 years on, is like probably top 3 moments I've ever had on TV was like getting to meet him and doing something with him. So yeah, you gotta text him, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta be like, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think
Carlos says hi.
being Canadian, he's all of our hero, and he's such a down to earth person. When you meet him, it's like
Yeah.
he's just a normal guy.
So after this champion, this moment, who did you call? I'm so curious to know how you celebrated.
So you're going to be disappointed. Like I was so dialed in with everything, training, resting, sleeping, recovering. I mentioned dieting, but I'll mention it again. Because to have that sort of transformation, to be in that shape, I basically hired like a bodybuilding coach. So I'm like weighing everything, like everything is measured, everything is calculated to the amount of cardio that I do, to the I'm tracking my sleep. So honestly, that night, my cousins had came to Chicago to watch the show. We went out for dinner. I ate like fish and rice, and then I went to sleep. Did nothing. It didn't really kick in until the next morning when I woke up. I slept in bed with the title, actually. So the next morning, I actually have a picture of it somewhere on my phone too, like the title laying in the bed, and it still has RKO plates on it because it takes like a day or two for them to change the plates to your name. So that's when it kicked in the morning. I'm like, oh my God, like this is weird because winning it is.
Would you say that was the highlight of your career? Like was that the thing that?
Oh yeah.
Was the thing?
Yeah. That was. If I had to choose one moment, I've had so many moments, but if it's one thing, yeah. Because the thing with becoming WWE champion or world champion, like your life is never the same. Like you're defined as like WWE champion or world champion for forever, at least in the world of wrestling, in the zeitgeist of WWE.
But like that's the thing. Like when you're a kid and you're watching, there's no greater goal in terms of like if you ever wanted to be a wrestler than that.
Yep.
But then on the flip side, because I'm wondering what the sort of combination of like feeling elated to have it, but then also feeling like the pressure or the weight of, because that also means that when you're the guy, they're giving you the ball, right?
Yeah.
Of course. No, the pressure is very real. That's what I was saying. Like the next morning, it like kicked in. Like, oh my God! Like because that day I had to wrestle, and the next day, and now you're in the main events, and you're faced with a lot of criticism when you're in a top spot. You can't let that get to you. You have to main event pay-per-views. You do media, interviews all the time. Now you're traveling just with the title representing. You're basically the face of the brand. So it's a lot of pressure, but I was ready for that moment. Like I was committed. That's why after I won the title, there was no celebration. Like I need to sleep. Like I can't change anything. Like whatever got me to this spot in the last 10 months that I've been doing. Like if anything, I gotta even push further and do even more. Really focus on the things that I have been neglecting or kind of been lazy to do. So